Join me as we take a look back at October and see what happened in the real estate market in Simcoe County. My name is Ben Robitaille. I am a realtor with Royal LePage In Touch Realty in Midland, Ontario. If you want to know more specific stats about your specific community in Simcoe County, then follow me on Instagram and Facebook. I'll link them below. I post specific stats for those communities every month there. But today we're going to be looking at stats from October that cover every single property type in Simcoe County, Ontario. First, let's look at average sale price. So the average sale price in Simcoe was $773,236 for October. Now, even though this is down 7.1% from October of last year, it was actually up a little bit from September, which was in and around $769,000. So the number of new listings for Simcoe did drop in October. September saw just over 1,300 new listings, whereas October is just over 1,000 new listings. Now, the real estate market is fairly cyclical with this. As we get closer to winter, the real estate market winds down. I mean, there's still transactions, but not as many until everything picks back up again in the spring. The reason I like to look at number of new listings is it goes back to the very simple principles of supply and demand. The more supply there is with less demand, prices will go down. If there is not enough supply, but still lots of demand, prices will go up. A number of new listings is your supply. So if there's a ton of new listings, then you have lots of supply. So depending on what demand is doing, we can see or predict what's going to happen in the real estate market. In this case, supply is definitely up from last year, but overall is still fairly low. So the number of sales in October stayed pretty consistent from September, with just under 500 transactions in Simcoe County. Now, not having a drastic change is good, but this number is down 30% year over year. Because of interest rates being so low last year and supply being at a minimum, if a house was listed, it was almost guaranteed sold in a week with multiple offers. We are not in that market anymore. Buyers are rarely competing in multiple offers. It still happens, but it's rare. And because of the uncertainty in the market with what's going on with interest rates, there aren't as many buyers trying to get into the market. People are holding off and want to see what happens. Whether or not this is a good move is up for debate, but that is what's happening. So the average days on market stayed pretty consistent from September at about 33 days for October. If we look back a year, this number is almost doubled. That's because October of last year, if you remember, if you were buying a home, it was usually multiple offers. You were usually trying to go in with as few conditions as possible, and it was super competitive. That isn't the case anymore. In most cases, offers are being submitted with conditions, and rarely are they competing with other offers. And on that note, if we look at the average percentage of the original list price paid for houses, we are down to just over 94%. Basically what that means, if you originally listed a house at $1 million, on average, a person is going to buy that house for $943,000. Now, once again, if you look back a year, that number was well over 100%. Everything was selling over list price. Finally, the last number I like to look at is the average price per square foot. Now, this stat is a little controversial. Not everybody likes it because not every square foot is built the same. But I think it gives you a nice ballpark idea for the price you'd pay for a specific size of house. For October, the average price per square foot was $443, which is down about 7.3% year over year, which is pretty consistent with your average sale price. Well, this has been a quick snapshot on what's going on in the real estate market in Simcoe County for October of 2022. If you have any specific questions about the market, make sure to comment them down below. I'll be happy to get to them. If you like this video, consider giving it a thumbs up or subscribe. It really helps our channel. And until then, we'll see you in the next one.